Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the topic work study. Work study is one of the most important management techniques which is employed to improve the works of the people in the production. For example, earlier, the workers in the production, the way they are doing the job was not satisfactory to the managers because it is taking a lot of wastage of materials, more time is taken by them, the quality of the product is also not good. So they wanted to find out why the workers are not doing proper job. So they wanted to develop a good method of doing the job in the production, and all workers should follow that method. So the process of doing this activity is called work study. Work study is one of the important contribution of F.W. Taylor, the founder of scientific management. That is to use the best utilization of manpower, machines, and materials in the production. Work study has two parts, method study and work measurement. Method study, the systematic recording and examination of existing method of doing the job in order to find the best method and make that method the standard for everybody to follow is called method study. When do we say a particular method as the best method? The best method is the method which takes less time to make production, which improves the quality of the product, which involves less wastage of raw materials and other resources, which involves less effort by the workers, and which also increases the satisfaction of the workers. So these are some of the features of the best method. The method study is also called motion study. That is, you have to find out the best method of doing the job in the production and ask all the workers to follow that method. The other component of work study is work measurement. Work measurement is the application of different techniques for finding out how much a qualified worker is taking time to complete a job at a defined level of performance. For example, what was observed by the managers of production was some workers were doing 50 units of products in one day and some are making only 40 units per day. So why all are using same machines, materials, resources, but some are making more units and some making less units? They wanted to find out. So work measurement, in order to understand in a simple way, it is the time required to complete a job. The time has to be determined. Now, method study, procedure. How the method study is conducted. How do you find out the best method of doing a job? There is a process. First, you select the job for which you want to conduct method study. The job that you are selecting must be such that it is an important job. All smaller jobs we should not have waste time in conducting method study. First, after selecting the job, then you give that job to the workers. And when they are doing that job, record how they are doing. How do you record? Sometimes you record using manual methods. Sometimes you record by using videos. After recording is over, you observe how they have done the job by looking at the video which has been recorded. This task is called examining, examining the way the work is being done by the workers. The recorded facts critically everything that is done, considering is the purpose of the activity, the place it is performed, the sequence in which it is done, who has done the work, what tools he has used, like that. After record, the next step is develop. Then different people might have done in different ways, and you examine each and every one. Out of all the different ways, you have to find out the best way, and you have to develop that method. Define. The new method has to be defined, and it has to be installed, means implemented. And after maintaining, you have to see that that new method, which is considered as the best method, which has been selected by you, which has to be followed by all the workers in doing the job, must have to be maintained, and if required in the future, must be modified. Now we are going to discuss about how the recording is done when the jobs are being done by the people. Today, One of the best and easiest method of recording is by using cameras. Today, in every organizations, there are cameras. Cameras are meant to check whether the people are doing jobs or wasting time. So, if somebody is observing you by sitting in the cabins, like the managers or the officers. Recording techniques. There are different types of techniques. One is process charts, flow diagrams, motion and film analysis, models, CMO, MIMO techniques. Process charts, flow process charts. These are scale drawings of the workplace which indicate where each activity takes place. It is like a chart on which a diagram is made about how the work is done by the people in the production. Just like when you go to a chemistry lab, how the experiments are done, they make a chart and they put it on the wall. Similar type of chart is flow process chart. It is of three types. Man type means it records how the worker is doing job. Material type, it shows what is happening to the material during different stages of production. Third one, materials equipment type, it shows how the equipments are used, the machines are used. It's two-handed process chart. Sometimes people will be working on a table using both the hands, like assembly operations, most commonly used for repetitive and short operations, where the only parts of the body which are used by the workers in doing the job is the hands, both the hands. Next, multiple activity chart. When one worker is doing more than one activity, using machines or equipment, are recorded on a common time scale to show their interrelation. String diagrams. On a card, wooden cardboard, they make use different names at different places to show different work centers, and they use a string around the nails to show the movement of workers, the working areas, machines, and how the jobs are done. Cycle graph. In this method, a small electric bulb is attached to each part of the body, which makes the movement for carrying out an operation. The path of the movement is photographed by high-speed camera. Chronocycle means similar type of a graph, but in which chrono means the timing is also recorded. Micro motion study and film analysis. Micro motion means very small movements or micro movements, which are called as turblicks. Film analysis. Once the activity has been filmed and the film process, a projector runs the film very slowly and the film can be stopped or reversed whenever required. CMO chart, simultaneous motion cycle chart, is based on film analysis. It is a graphic representation of the coordinated activities of an operator's body and the activities are described in terms of basic or fundamental motion. All of you, the next important component of work study is work measurement. It is the application of different techniques to establish the time for a qualified worker to carry out a specific job at a defined level of performance. To understand in a simple way, work measurement is a method to use to determine the time required by a worker to complete a job. Procedure for work measurement is similar to the procedure of method study. Select, record, examine, measure, compile. Techniques used in work measurement are time study, synthesis from standard data, predetermined motion time systems, analytical estimating, and work sampling. Thank you, students.